local news leader and the Spirit of Community Award winner. This is NBC 10 News at 6.
Right now, lights and AC out. What has left parts of El Dorado without power on what is become one of the hotter days of the year.
And hospitality took a back seat at a local hotel after a SWAT team was called in to help with a guest.
And the Chenault Aviation and Military Museum working to preserve history. We have details on its upcoming Air Park project. We thank you for your time and for your trust. I'm Gordon Boyd.
And I'm Michelle Martin. Topping our news at 6, power has been restored to businesses downtown after an underground fire explosion in El Dorado. Let's take a look at this video. It's two women running to move their cars away from that fire. You can see that black smoke billowing up. Folks were downtown and they say they heard a loud noise and began seeing thick black smoke come from the sidewalk near Hill and Jefferson Streets. Police, fire crews, and sheriff's deputies blocked off the entire square. Officials say an underground transformer exploded. No injuries have been reported. Power was restored as of 4 o'clock.
About 90 people could be without work for a while thanks to cutbacks in operations at Conifex Timber in El Dorado. NBC 10's Arkansas reporter Gabrielle Pfeiffer looks at why and what that could mean for El Dorado.
Conifex leaders say it's a difficult decision, but the indefinite curtailing of its operations is necessary.
It's completely understandable, their rationale.
Conifex took the place of the former Georgia Pacific sawmill 2 years ago. Only part of the mill was modernized then. Now the company is hoping to modernize the rest to stay marketable. The Forestry and Sawmilling Company says the poor market for lumber forced the decision, but with improvements, they hope that will change.
They made the decision to close the mill over the next 60 days and take the time after that to complete the efficiency improvements and modernization where they can compete with other mills.
In a statement, Conifex CEO Ken Shields says they wish to restart the mill as soon as they can, but their immediate priorities are to identify the scope of a Phase 2 capital investment to help better inform a restart date. As far as the future of El Dorado, Chamber President Bill Luther says the city has nothing to worry about.
Dorado is getting a lot of attention from developers. We had 5 in yesterday, and they're looking for investment, open businesses.
6 workers will be retained to maintain equipment in the event of a restart. Reporting in El Dorado, Gabrielle Pfeiffer, NBC 10, your local news leader.
Closing the El Dorado mill will reduce Conifex's lumber production in the south by about 21 million board feet for the rest of the year.
New at 6, some tense moments this morning at the Fairfield Inn in West Monroe. The scene is clear now, but it was a different story around 8:15 this morning. West Monroe police were called to the hotel after staff became concerned about a guest. He wouldn't leave his room or let anyone in. Police were also unsuccessful in getting the guest out of the room. That's when a SWAT team was called in. They were able to get the guest out of the room where they found he had a weapon. They say he never made any threats or brandished that weapon. We're working to get more details and see if that man will face any charges. A Monroe man is in custody after trying to tow a crashed vehicle away from a roadway.
State troopers say he was drunk and had been told to leave. Troopers say 49-year-old Paul Russell Duke walked up to a 2-vehicle crash on Louisiana 841, appearing heavily intoxicated. They told him to leave, and he did, but then he came back, they say, in a tractor. He cut through a pasture, pulled up to one of the disabled cars, Duke telling them that he was trying to remove it before it was towed. Naturally, he was arrested, taken to the Ouachita Correctional Center. His blood alcohol, 0.205, that's almost 3 times the legal limit. Charged with resisting arrest, interference with officers, and operating a vehicle while intoxicated. After months, Ruston has a new traffic light in an intersection notorious for speeding and wrecks, some of them deadly. NBC 10's Maya Hudgens is back to tell us how folks are treating it. Maya?
Gordon, this new traffic light is at the intersection of Louisiana Highway 33 and Louisiana Highway 821 in Ruston. Locals are saying this intersection has caused many problems. With drivers speeding by, it made it impossible for anyone to turn onto Highway 33. There used to be a caution light, but after the road was expanded to 5 lanes, it was never put back up. Due to the traffic, there were many wrecks, and some of those wrecks resulted in death. Many in the community are happy that the light is now activated, as they hope it will bring safety and less traffic.
About every few months they would have a bad wreck. a lot of small wrecks, and then they have a bad wreck. People get hurt or killed. Once people get used to it, it'll ease the flow of traffic. People coming out from those neighborhoods over there in the mornings, they can't get out.
Lincoln Parish Sheriff's Office is asking everyone to use extra caution and pay attention when passing through the intersection. In the studio, I'm Maya Hutchins, NBC 10, your local news leader.
Thank you, Maya. Well, after 5 years of planning, the Chennault Aviation and Military Museum is finally beginning its Air Park project. Many are gathering right now to celebrate the park's groundbreaking along with the Spirit of 45 national holiday. That's where we find NBC 10's Isabel Albritton. Isabel, what's going on out there?
Michelle, right where I'm standing, there will soon be multiple buildings to help protect both the aircraft and the history they hold. The museum personnel say the idea of an air park came after engineers restored models but didn't have anywhere to keep them from being damaged from the Louisiana weather. The museum director says the park will also be a way to show the city's patriotism while inspiring children to join the armed forces.
And everybody loves airplanes. Adults, children, everybody loves airplanes. So I do think it's going to be a great addition to our community.
The Chennault Museum expects the park to be open to the public by 2020. Live in Monroe, Isabel Albritton, NBC 10, your local news leader.
Isabel, thank you. Monroe about to spend big money to fix a flood-prone area, Davis Drive in the King Oak subdivision. $225,000 to replace more than 700 linear feet of damaged drainage pipes. The project designed to remove water, make it less prone to flash flooding. Dunman Engineering's personnel say the water will flow from Davis Drive to Jason Drive, then across to Memorial Drive into an open drainage canal.
Obviously, it helps this particular area, but also Robinson Place, Parkview, and Trachelle. There's been some major flooding issues here. To be able to move the water from one point to another to the canal here will be significant.
CW&W contractors expect the project to be finished before Thanksgiving.
Next year's Democratic field getting smaller. Former Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper has officially ended his presidential bid with a nod to the digital age in a video posted on his Twitter account. Hickenlooper struggled to break out of the crowded field that has numbered more than 20. He's been urged strongly to challenge Republican incumbent Cory Gardner for Senate. He's not decided whether he will or not. Well, the plot thickens as the Labor Department has given contractors the green light to move forward with a controversial hiring practice.
Coming up, what it is using and who it will impact.
And later, it's the day we all wait for, and I'm not talking about Saturday. Why today is the perfect day to kick back and relax.
Sunshine continuing through the weekend. Humidity will eventually return as well. But can we expect rain chances to join the party sometime soon? Full look at the forecast as NBC 10 News at 6 continues.
DT, we're with Olivia Newton-John, her big Hollywood night out after her newest cancer revelation. Plus, Mandy Moore's This Is Us co-stars celebrate her sweet milestone.
When's the best time to cut your lawn? Just tune into the mowing forecast and get all the weather factors that play a role in lawn care.
The Mowing Forecast on NBC 10 News. Brought to you by 3B Outdoors.
The first thing I do every morning, the last thing I do every night, bow my head and ask our Father for wisdom and fortitude to serve Him. I'm Eddie Rispone. I don't have all the answers, but I know He does.
Eddie Rispone, Christian, conservative, businessman.
I believe in the power of prayer, not government. I'll call on His guidance every day and never be too proud to listen.
Eddie Rispone for governor. First six-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra. Get over $10,000 total value on this next generation 2019 Sierra Crew Cab SLT, or get 20% below MSRP on these 2019 Double Cab and SLE Crew Cab models with a traditional tailgate. See your Monroe area GMC dealer.
Aren't you tired of your outdated kitchen? You wanted a completely remodel for years, but the very thought of a long and costly costly remodel turned you away? Well, those problems are no more. This is Kitchen in 5 days. That's right, the folks at Kitchen in 5 days will turn your kitchen around in 5 days and with a starting price of $14.9. That includes everything: granite, backsplash, all the latest features, and they even throw in a new kitchen sink. Aren't you glad I popped in? Kitchen in 5 days. Get the kitchen you deserve.
You guys sing this next one with us. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Louisiana, do you want a great deal? Talk to Jim Taylor, we can make it real. Save big money on a power truck. Friendly service, folks you can trust. We put good people behind the wheel. Jim Taylor Chevrolet, make it even real. Hey, Louisiana, do you want a great deal? Talk to Jim Taylor, we can make it real.
NBC 10 News at 6 continues.
The Labor Department says that federal contractors can use religion in deciding who they want to hire or fire. Already, it's creating controversy.
Opponents say the new rule amounts to federally sanctioned discrimination, but others say it's just the government protecting a company's religious liberty.
NBC 10's D.C. correspondent Trevor Shirley breaks down the rule and who it could affect most.
The Department of Labor says any company that wants to contract with the government should be able to do so without fear of compromising its religious principles. But opponents say the Trump administration is turning a blind eye to discrimination.
It allows anyone who is a federal contractor who wants to discriminate on the basis of religion to do so.
David Stacey of the Human Rights Campaign worries federal contractors will be able to fire or refuse to hire people who don't align with the company's religious outlook, in particular LGBTQ employees.
Well, 1 in 4 Americans works for a company that's a federal contractor, so this will have a vast impact on the economy.
Under an Obama-era executive decision, federal contractors have been prohibited from citing religious exemption when it comes to making hiring decisions. But this new rule would essentially carve out an exemption to that. As support, the Labor Department cites recent Supreme Court decisions, in particular the Hobby Lobby case, which exempts private companies from laws that conflict with their religious beliefs.
But we do believe this is constitutional.
Mary Beth Waddell of the Family Research Council says the rule is not discriminatory. Instead, it provides all companies with equal protection.
To ensure that faith-based employers can be on a level playing field with all other employers when it comes to their ability to contract with the government.
The published proposal is on hold for 30 days so the public can weigh in, as opponents of the rule threaten to challenge it in court.
Well, weather is next, and there are a couple things I'd like to challenge outside. My car says it's 93 degrees. I'm calling it a liar.
You are accurate. It's the inside temperature with air conditioning, maybe?
With air conditioning?
I'm just, you know.
Are you guys done?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. Forecast is coming up next.
Edwards Body Works. Reliable since 1971.
Friday on NBC 10 News Today, the weekend is here. Now, what are we doing with it? The CVB is telling you some fun functions to check out, and summertime heat sticking around, but Lexi's looking out for possible showers this weekend. She'll break it all down for us Friday at 5 here on NBC 10.
How would you like to consolidate your credit card bills, all loans, medical bills, all your bills, into one payment of just $100 per month? That's the power of bankruptcy. If you qualify, just $100 per month. Call the bankruptcy specialist, E. Orem Young.
I opened Parker Auto Body over 30 years ago. At one time, I had 3 shops, but consolidated into one state-of-the-art facility that can accommodate a large volume of repairs efficiently while maintaining the highest quality on which I built my reputation. I have some of the best employees, many that have been with me for over 30 years. There may be shops out there that look like me and some that sound like me. However, there's only one Parker Auto Body, and we're on Cypress Street in West Monroe, the one you trust.
Hi, I'm Richie McKinney. People come from all around to shop the great deals at McKinney's Open House.
Well, I'm from here. He's from Houston, Texas.
You're from Monroe?
I'm from D'Anville.
Sainsboro.
Starlton. Strong, Arkansas. Downsville.
I'm from West Monroe, Louisiana.
Ripley, Mississippi.
West Washita Parish.
I come to Open House almost every year.
Food, music, everything is great. The deals and registration are going on all week, so join us this Saturday for the drawing and free refreshments at McKinney Honda, your outdoor superstore in Ruston.
John Bell Edwards gave us his word.
Will you raise taxes on individuals or businesses?
No.
Again.
I'm not going to look at raising taxes.
And again.
I don't have a plan to raise taxes.
But he did raise taxes, highest sales tax in the country. He broke his promise, and we're paying the price. The national economy is booming, but Louisiana is ranked dead last and is being left behind. Higher taxes, lost jobs. That's John Bell Edwards, paid for by RGA Right Direction PAC.
How would you like to consolidate your credit card bills, all loans, medical bills, all your bills, into one payment of just $100 per month? That's the power of bankruptcy. If you qualify, just $100 per month. Call the bankruptcy specialist, E. Orem Young.
Storm Tracker Doppler Radar, sponsored by bankruptcy attorney E. Orem Young. Now, your local weather with Chief Meteorologist Jaron Floyd.
Congratulations to our Umbrella Day giveaway winner. It's Monty Black of Gina, Louisiana. You win a Shed Rain umbrella, and you go to myarclimates.com, register your name under the contest tab for the chance to win your own Shed Rain umbrella. We'll take a look at the new live Storm Tracker Doppler Radar brought to you by E. Orem Young. Not much out there right now, considering that northeasterly winds have filtered in a lot of dry air through the course of the day, and that's allowed for sunshine to win over across the Arklamas, and it's made for a tolerable August afternoon. It's not pleasant by any stretch. Temperatures are still well into the mid to upper 90s, but drier than it has been in terms of humidity, and that does make a difference. Loop over the last hour doesn't really show a whole lot. We have some decaying showers and thunderstorms across central Arkansas. Never really were a threat to us because as it moved southeastward, it was going to collide with a lot of dry air that's blanketing much of southern Arkansas. Stationary boundary still providing rain at times across the Gulf Coast region, stretching from Lake Charles all the way to the Panhandle, and that area of low pressure helping to amplify rain along the boundary itself. In the mid-levels of the atmosphere, water vapor imagery shows a lot of dry air has wrapped in behind that boundary, and it's really the high pressure sitting up over portions of the mid-Mississippi Valley, funneling in those northeasterly winds. And while this is a picture that's taken in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, notice that really at this point you're seeing everything move from the west. That's because in the mid-levels there's still the ridge of high pressure out over the western Gulf. So regardless of how it's happened, the frontal boundaries pass through, and in really all levels of the atmosphere we'll start to see dry air mix in, and that's also what's kind of happened today. Dry air above us, and as the air warms and mixes through the course of the day, some of that can mix down to the surface, and that's really possibly what we could run into tomorrow, but it's really offset by winds returning to the southeast through the afternoon. So think of it, northeasterly winds funneling in that drier air that's been sitting over land. Winds return to the southeast, we start grabbing Gulf moisture associated with it, and while it won't mean a whole lot of a difference in terms of temperatures, it will lead to an uptick in humidity. And that's really what the missing ingredient today that made things a little bit more enjoyable outside. Low 70s tonight, clear, cool, quiet, clear, mild, quiet, I guess I should say. Upper 60s possibly across South Arkansas, which is below normal for this time of year. Mid 90s for highs as we head through the afternoon. Still plenty of sunshine, winds, as I mentioned, returning to the southeast, but the humidity values increasing, not enough to bring rain chances up, but at least not yet. Could see the storms as early as Saturday and Sunday with highs in the mid-90s. Most of it spotty at best in response to an upper-level disturbance that will kind of break down the ridge of high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere. It doesn't hang around long, though. In fact, the forecast is kind of flopped once we, or I guess flip-flopped, going from Tuesday through next Thursday. Instead of staying unsettled with rain chances sprinkled in here or there every day, looks like high-pressure winds back over at that point. We say goodbye to the scattered storms on Monday, and temperatures start climbing all over again. Maybe even into the upper 90s by the end of next week. Morning lows staying in the mid-70s. And regardless of where you'll be this weekend, keep an eye on the radar, but more importantly, keep an eye on your water intake. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Heat index values, again, 105 at their highest point on any given day, and wouldn't be surprised to see some more heat advisories needed over the next several afternoons. Also, don't forget, between now and August 17th, we're holding our Clear the Shelters Pet Food Drive. Benefits all the animal shelters you see on your screen. You can drop off pet food at Bayou Dental Group on Tower Drive in Monroe, Little Veterinary Services on Lincoln Road in Monroe, and here at the NBC 10 studios in West Monroe. Again, you can come check us out for Saturday morning at Banner Ford. We'll be out there trying to keep the pets all cool and hopefully get some of them adopted as well.
No, I'm trying to take one home. So, yeah.
That was a stare into the camera.
I'm hoping that my husband is watching. No pressure.
Okay. Thank you. Wow, that was impressive.
Y'all, sports is next. We're going to talk about which Neville alum plans to coach at LSU this fall.
Plus, our high school two-a-days continue. Chris Immersion shows you who's in the spotlight. He's about 2 minutes away.
You want a quality pre-owned vehicle? Then shop CarTown, where each car's been run through a 50-point inspection process and comes with a 2-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Quality vehicles at affordable prices is what CarTown's been doing for more than 50 years. Shop us at usedcargiants.com.
I'm Sheldon Hudson. I care about every customer in our network. That allows me to sleep well at night. I feel like I'm doing my part.
It's my job to try to keep the lights on. When a storm's rolling in and things aren't going right for the public, we're out there working. That's the best day, when we kept lights on, or we got lights on, but everybody went home safely.
To get out there on those power lines, to work those lines day in, day out, it's a special breed that gets out there, and they're truly committed.
Some things are simple. Bankruptcy is not one of them. But there is help. If you follow these steps: A, allow yourself to seek help from a knowledgeable attorney. James Spivey is an experienced attorney to assist you with creditors, avoiding foreclosure and representing you in bankruptcy if needed. B, begin a new chapter of your life, and for legal advice with your personal or business finances, C, call James Spivey now.
Bankruptcy's not the end, it's a new beginning.
I'm Donna Edwards. As a teacher, I believe the best opportunity you can give a child is a good education. That's why John Bell ended years of devastating cuts and is investing in our children's future again. He passed the first teacher pay raise in 10 years, increased funding for K-12 and higher education, and fully funded TOPS. It's a good start, but John Bell won't stop working until every child has the opportunities they need to keep moving Louisiana forward.
Hi folks, CarTown's been on Louisville Avenue for over 50 years, taking care of all your vehicle needs. And with over 200 in stock, it's a great time to shop usedcargiants.com or come see us at the foot of Louisville Bridge, Monroe, West Monroe.
Now, your local sports with Chris Demersion.
LSU's Ed Orgeron made a change in his coaching staff this afternoon. He's hired Neville alum Bill Johnson to the role of defensive line coach. He'll take over for Dennis Johnson, who recently suffered a doubled knee injury, which has forced him into a wheelchair. Bill Johnson recently spent last season with the LA Rams, best team in the NFL. Before that with the Saints, all part of his 17-year career in the NFL. In 21 days, Southern Arkansas will open the 2019 season at Southern Nazarene. They'd like to have another 8-win season or more, as they did in 2018. But the Mill Riders graduated over 20 seniors from last year's squad, including their starting quarterback, Barrett Renner. In comes Baton Rouge native and Santa Maria alum, Hayden Mallory. Any concern from Bill Keppel?
Yeah, I mean, there's always concern. I mean, every year, even when you got a returner coming back. I mean, we got Tristan in here, Tristan Smith, to put some pressure and make him work a little harder.
I don't feel pressure at all. I'm just out there playing ball. You know, I feel prepared, and camp's been really fun, having a blast, learning a lot. So I feel prepared. I feel like everybody's playing real well around me.
Today's 2 days brings us to Lincoln Prep and, guess what, Northeast Baptist. We'll discuss why there's plenty of reasons for Panther supporters to be excited. This afternoon, we caught up with the team doing the Oklahoma drill. Love to get Gordon doing that with me. And working on special teams. According to head coach Glenn Hall, numbers for the program have skyrocketed. Last season, they only suited up 18 players. Now they're over 30. I asked Coach why the huge turnout.
Well, I think there's more people coming to the school. Our school grade has really came up. The teachers here are great, and the kids enjoy going to school here. And we just have a new enthusiasm for Lincoln Preparatory.
It's a new day for Northeast Baptist. During the summer, the Knights hired Josh Ivey to be their new head coach. The team is essentially rebuilding. Their starting quarterback, Noah White, is a sophomore and brand new to the position. The squad only includes one senior. We discussed the experience of getting others up to speed and in a hurry.
Getting to know the plays and getting these young kids some learning experience and just, getting them used to the game.
It's been fun. Teaching them all new plays and just getting them used to playing football in the summer heat.
We'll, of course, have more at 10 o'clock. Gordon, Michelle, and Jared up next on Channel 10.
Advantage Health Plan, we're always on the go. That's why we get our news from the Fox 14 NBC 10 mobile news app. Download the app today to get faster news updates and breaking news alerts. Best of all, it's free. Brought to you by Advantage Health Plan.
6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra. Get over $10,000 total value on this next generation 2019 Sierra Crew Cab SLT, or get 20% below MSRP on these 2019 Double Cab and SLE Crew Cab models with a traditional tailgate.
See your Monroe area GMC dealer.
I'm Eddie Risponi. I'm 100% pro-life, a lifelong outdoorsman, and a businessman who's created thousands of jobs.
Conservative outsider, Eddie Risponi.
I'll stand with President Trump to ban sanctuary cities, require work for welfare benefits, and give voters the right to approve serious tax reform.
A plan so easy, a career politician could do it.
They never will.
Boom, there it is. Eddie Risponi for governor.
The sale continues at Simmons Sporting Goods. From the largest firearm selection in the South, get an ATI Millsport AR-15, only $449.99. Take home a new version of an old favorite with a Remington 870 Express 12-gauge shotgun, now $249.99. Update your deer rifle collection with an amazing Ruger American Predator and 6.5 Creedmoor, just $399.99. We're open 8:30 to 6, Monday through Saturday, or shop from home at SimmonsSportingGoods.com.
Did you know that one of the top home projects to increase the value in your home is a bathroom remodel? When making a decision to update your bathroom, lay out a plan. Decide on a complete look and feel. With Achievers Home Improvements, financing options start at $79 per month, making beautiful affordable. From a complete remodel to an elegant aging-in-place walk-in tubs. Get the most for your investment with the leader in home improvements. Achievers. We do it all. Visit AchieversInc.com.
Find your new best friend. Help clear the shelters on August 17th. Join NBC 10, Fox 14, and Banner Ford for this nationwide pet adoption event. Go to MyAquarius.com for local shelters near you. Brought to you by these fine sponsors.
News sponsored by Don Killen's Country Village.
Finally, the 7-day forecast shows mid-90s for highs with more sunshine through Friday and Saturday. Morning lows will be in the low to mid-70s. Isolated to scattered storms dotting the forecast into the weekend with more mid-90s through the first and middle of next week as high pressure really asserts itself and winds back over, expanding eastward. Morning lows will stay in the mid-70s. So make sure you're staying hydrated the weekend. Keep an eye on the radar for those little pop-up storms, but overall widespread heavy rainfall not really expected for most of the area.
All right, guys, it's not Saturday yet, but it's time to put your feet up, chill out, slow down, and find your happy place.
Okay. Today is National Relaxation Day. How about heading to a beach? Maybe not one near you. You can just lay in the sun, treat yourself to a manicure, pedicure, whatever you do, try to relax. Lower your stress level, which most doctors agree is good for your health. If only.
Look, if anybody threatens me with a good time, it's going to be a nap, all right? I can't pass that up.
3 of them are calling our names. That's NBC 10 News at 6.
We're going to see you right back here for 10 at 10 on 10 after Ellen's Game of Games and Law & Order SUV.